What's up guys, it's Garrett, welcome back to my channel. Today what we are going to do, by the way, I am like super tired. I just got done with school all day. I already took a midterm. Anyways, I wanted to talk about 7 things guys do when they like you. Hopefully this gives you some like subtle hints on like what guys do when they like you, and you can kind of pick these up and be ahead of the game, I guess. Anyways, let's just do it. Okay, the first thing that a guy does when he likes you is he looks you in the eyes when he's talking to you, because when a guy is interested in you, he will literally just like stare into your eyes, and at least that's what I do. Like if we're on like one-on-one conversation, like I will literally just like look you in the eye, because that also just shows that you're into the conversation and you're willing to listen, and you have you're giving your 100% attention. And I mean, it's not like 24/7 like you're staring into their eyes like a creeper, but for the most part, you know, a guy's interested in your conversation and usually means that he likes you. The second thing that I've noticed, that, I mean, I do these things when I like a girl, so that's just kind of what I'm going off of. Like, us guys seem to focus on the little things that you got, like when you're talking, like either you're touching your hair a lot, or like we notice when you guys blush, or even like the stuff that you want guys to notice. If he likes you, he'll notice it. Like, you know, if you change your hair up, or like change the color of it, or if you've gotten like a haircut or something like that, like we'll notice it. And if we like you, I mean, some guys just notice it altogether, but if I like a girl, like I will notice the little things that she's changed about herself. I mean, that one's just more for like appearance wise, but yeah, like I'll notice it, and that's just a good sign that guys notice. The third thing that I've noticed, or the third thing that I do too, the third thing would have to be like we keep the text conversation going, or just the conversation in general. Like if we're interested in you, like keep asking questions, or just wanting to know more. Just like you girls, like us guys don't want the conversation to end as well, so we'll keep it going as much as possible, and or just text you in general. Like we'll text you first or something like that. See, with that one, it's kind of like a weird thing, because I don't think a guy always has to text you first. That whole rule is just kind of like, it's a little weird to me. Like if I don't text you first, it doesn't mean I don't like you. It could be like I'm waiting for you to text me or something like that. So I mean, if he doesn't text you first, it doesn't mean he doesn't like you. But he'll definitely keep the conversation going if he's into you. And I mean, it goes for both ways. It's just guys like you text, so and we just like girls that keep a conversation going in general, like over text or something. If you're a boring texter, like it just kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't go anywhere. Like I don't know what to say. We'll think those are hints as well. You know, if you're not a good texter, like we'll be like, oh well, she's not really into us, so whatever. Fourth thing that I've noticed that guys do when they like you is we want to bring you around our friends or our family. Like if we like you, we'll invite you to stuff with our homies, or like, we'll invite you to the house where my family's gonna be home. And like my family's pretty close, like we're all really close, so like, you know, if you're coming over, we'll definitely I'll let my family know in advance. And it's not like a big thing. Like I don't treat it as like a huge thing, like oh my god, you're meeting my parents, like, but it holds some like significance, I guess. It holds, you know, it's showing that I actually do care and want to bring you around and like possibly introduce you to them. But it doesn't have to be one of those things like I'm not introducing you to my parents unless we get married. Like I've introduced my family to a lot of girls, so like, I mean, what it is. Like this one might be a little shocking, might be a little bit weird, and you might be a little bit thrown off by this, but it's when a guy plays games with you. And the reason I say this is because some guys, you know, want to play that kind of cat and mouse game with you and see like how much you really like them. They might seem a little distant because they don't want to feel vulnerable towards you, because they do like you. So they don't want to like fall for someone and feel that vulnerable state and give that girl the power to like possibly hurt them. If a guy's playing games with you to some degree, it might just mean that he does like you, or it could mean the other way. So I mean, it's kind of like you have to figure that one out like on your own. But you kind of have to like read it for what it is. But if a guy's playing games with you, it does not always mean it's a bad thing and that he doesn't like you, because he could really like you. I don't know if this is blurry or not. And the sixth thing that I've noticed that they want you to go to their soccer games. Cause soccer's lit, so. Okay, and the last thing that I would have to say a guy does when he likes you is he thinks you're super hot when you don't think you do, or like when you're looking your worst or something like that and you think you look your worst. But if he still thinks you're hot and you're cute and whatever, when you're, you know, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on, whatever it is, then that is a for sure sign that he likes you. Which is good for you ladies too, because that just shows that you don't always have to dress up for the guy you like, because he's gonna think you're hot regardless. So these are just a few things that I've noticed that guys do when they like you. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. I hope you've learned something new, and stay tatted, my friends.